No, wait, what? Now we've got into like this jazzy lounge kind of. I want to hear it again. I want to hear it again. Welcome back, and thank you for joining me for another reaction video. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications and you're good to go. We are back with a band that I have not done on the channel yet, and I'm super excited. This request comes courtesy of one of our Discord alumni, Hupfi, who introduced me to this group on the server. Their name is Leprous, and we actually all listened to a song on the Discord server, another song called Phantom Pain. I think it was called Phantom Pain. So I've heard one song of theirs, and I was like, I need more of this. Hupfi said, you got to listen to below. So that's the one we're doing. I'm doing an official video because I want to hear the sound the way they wanted it to sound. Often the best way to do that is a studio recording. They got a video with that as well. So keen to see kind of what the concepts of that is, and really excited to get stuck into this one because that first song was killer. If you want to join us on the Discord, please, the server link will be in this description. We're always there chatting, having a fun time. But hopefully this one's for you. Leprous below. Let's see what you got. Okay, so something weird happening there. Interesting start to this. When you have a keyboard, you know, there's a thing called a mod wheel, and that can be used to apply like a pitch shift or a modulation, or it can use to wobble a chord, and I think that's kind of what's happening here. There's certain keys that I'm hearing in left and right, and one of them sounds like it's got an effect on and it sounds a bit modulated, but the other one's got that note wobble to it, and it's very interesting. It kind of throws you off a bit. Not quite sure how it's going to piece together yet, but I like that. That's exciting for me.
All of my stories are below.
Wow.
Beneath the surface cannot grow.
Okay, love this dude's voice. It's insane, off the charts. Delicate but a lot of clarity, nice vibrato control. What he's singing on top of isn't actually full yet. It's still, you know, pieces of musicality, but it's not really anything that you could imagine vocals being sung on top of. And that's because quite often a singer might have the melody in their head first. Maybe there's just chords being played. So this would have been a stripped back or changed process from where the songwriting process began, and I'm always very keen to hear about that. So I'd love to ask them where this started and where the idea came from. But so far building, nothing too intense yet, just really nice vocals.
Curled and naked, I defer to shaky thoughts all in a blur. Every single fear I'm hiding, every little childhood memory.
Oh wow, the minute he changed his phrasing there, how awesome is that? We're almost a minute in, and it's just still building, setting the scene. I can't quite place it yet. This is very different to the first song I heard, so I don't really have an understanding of their sound yet. All I know is I like it a whole lot, and his voice is so delicate, gentle, but there's a power in there. Very cool.
Every single fear I'm hiding, every little childhood memory.
More of the chords behind this now.
Every single fear I'm hiding, every little childhood memory.
The percussion is so intense and deep.
And I will keep it all together.
Hang hang on a second, that gave me goosebumps. Man, what a voice, and how awesome to just shift into that. It went to a piece that feels powerful, but it's not full. There's still elements and build to it. Love the, I'm going to assume that's the chorus because it just is too catchy and too awesome. And, also judging by how far we into the song. I love that it felt like the band came in there. There was a more real drum sound. Everything was slow and stripped back and steady. The guitars had a drive to them, but it didn't feel like full chords ringing out and stretching for too long. They were very controlled and almost gated. It felt like you could almost hear some lead individual strings in those chords, which means they're probably playing 2 or 3 of those versus the whole thing. It's just, it's awesome. It's awesome. And now I'm hearing strings as I stop there. The whole thing is good. That's beautiful. Something interesting that I'd like to know is it's so slow. The BPM is so slow and it's so stripped back and almost like half time, if you will, that it's actually much more difficult. The quicker you play, the easier it is to play in time and keep together. It feels lazy, and I mean this in a very good way. Sometimes when you play music and you kind of drag the beat, you want it to sit just off the count. You don't want it to be on the end. You don't want it to be on the count. You want it to sit just off, so it feels like you're almost being thrown into it, and then it has to catch up slightly and drag away again. But like waves in an ocean, that's the best way to describe it. And I love what they're doing there. I'd be keen to know if there was actually a click track for that, or if they just went off the feel, because it does feel very delayed. It's cool. Strings are killing me at the moment. Just so full of emotion and care and sitting very high up on top of the music.
Sitting on top of the facade.
No, wait, what? Now we've got into like this jazzy lounge kind of. I want to hear it again.
Sitting on top of the facade. Built this tower to surpass.
Interesting about his vocals, because it sounds like the backing vocal, the answer stuff, some of the harmonies, melodies are being done by a voice that sounds remarkably like his voice. So either he's layered his own tracks, in which case I'm assuming that they'll just play that on a track behind the live stuff, or there's someone else in the band who has a very similar sounding voice. I think it's probably him though, it's safe to say. And it doesn't matter. I mean, a lot of people are anti kind of tracks being played along with the band. Why not? We have the technology. As long as the music sounds good and you can get at that concert and just feel like you're there, who cares?
I can't remember why I'm here.
That guitar work.
Only why I need to disappear.
Hey.
Oh, every single fear I'm hiding, every little child.
Again, a percussion change in the sound. It went from being very deep, just programmed bass modulation, to a full drum kit that was dragged out, continued with the instrumental, now into this jazzy bit, which sounded like a kit still. And now we've gone into a place where the snare sounds like a clap. So there's a lot of change in the percussion, and I think it's a hidden secret in the song.
To disappear. Oh, every single fear I'm hiding, every little childhood memory I carry. Every single fear I'm hiding, every little childhood memory.
There's the strings are doing a percussive piece, which is kind of kind of a stop start, and it keeps building, going back on itself, and then going up again. So it has a build up impact, but it's providing a tempo change as well. Say tempo change, but an increase in energy. Hopefully, this is magic. Thank you.
Every single fear I'm hiding, every little childhood memory.
Hang on. I'm too excited. Oh, I'm too excited. I'm losing it. Like, I can't control my face, my hands. Everything is just a nightmare right now, in the best possible way. I think they're going into that piece that I just adored and loved earlier. But when I saw the instruments, I was like, a big part of me was saying, I wish I could see some kind of visual of them. So excited. Okay, that's important. I spoke about the kind of tone of the guitars. They've got a really cool drive on, but it's not anything that's drifting too long. And when they did those little chugs, those up and down ghost note strums there, I'm getting lost in the music. I have to remind myself I'm here to do a reaction. You can hear the quality of that. There's a clean element. There's a sweetness to that squeak that I think is really, really valuable here. No, hang on a second. That's that like super proggy element to it where it's like the music all lines up and the drums, the bass. Bassist is holding it down like crazy. I haven't mentioned him yet, and I should do. The drums sound really live as well. I like that. It feels authentic. Before we go into this next piece, which sounds like it's going to be strings dominated again, there is a really nice relationship there between all the instruments when they went into that fast. No. Everything lines up and helps each other and pushes the song forward. I think it's really smart, and it is a sign of that progressive kind of music. Strings in this. I just want to hear that little falsetto piece again. The backing vocals behind this are layered in a way that is genius. It almost reminds me, the layering, not the sound, the layering reminds me a bit of Sleep Token and how impressive that is. I'm not talking about the live stuff on the piano. I mean the songs, the structuring of how delicately everything is placed and everything finds its space. Things move out the way or are moved out the way through a lot of simple techniques, but it's hard to do. The production on this. That's remarkable. That is very, very impressive. I am going to be doing more of them. They are getting their own playlist because just the two songs I've heard have knocked me for six. Like I didn't. There are bands like this that come along where they do very small things. If you're a musician and you've spent time in studio, you would know how impressive they are and how original and just important what they're doing is. For music, for a person like me, it's very important. And I'm a big, big fan of what they're doing. I hope they keep doing it for a very long time. Yeah, massively enjoyed that. Gonna have to do a playlist. Hopefully, you're a star. Thank you so much for suggesting this one is the next song. It was perfect. It was perfect. It was the perfect journey for me to start with the one we listened to on Discord, and it's the perfect one to move to next. So I owe you. Thank you so much. Again, if you want to join our Discord, the link is in the, I don't know why I'm doing that. It's down there. Link is in the description of this video. It's a fun place. A lot of good people, great hearts. It's a crazy time. We keep each other company. We chat, and some real good friendships have been formed there. And, you know, we'd love to see you there if it's your thing. If not, that's cool too. We'll be on YouTube anyway. Really like that one. Let me know where to go next, and super excited about my journey with Leprous. They're awesome. Until the next one, please be safe, be nice to each other, and have a damn good day.